On October the 13th, 2021, postal worker Jason Schaefer was delivering mail in Longmont, Colorado, when the mother of his child, Devan Schreiner, approached and shot him 3 times. The postal investigation shows the two were in the midst of a custody battle over their then 5-year-old child. 2 days prior to the shooting, Schaefer had filed court documents to grant him primary custody and the majority of parenting time. The investigation placed Schreiner near the scene of the murder. An arrest warrant was obtained and Schreiner was brought into custody later that day. This is the police interrogation of Devan Schreiner.
Bring him down this way.
Okay, well, I need him to be here now. I saw my father's car outside, and I'm not really sure why he's here.
Your father's car?
Yeah.
Who's your dad?
His name is Raul.
Raul?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he not allowed to see your kiddo?
He's a registered sex offender, so he better not be around my kid.
Okay.
I'm not sure who's where, but he's safe right now.
Who is he with?
He's going to be with an officer right now, so.
Okay, because the previous officer that I spoke to on the phone said that he was with my sister, and she doesn't have custody of him either, because she's not his guardian.
Okay.
So I need to know where my kid is, and I need to know what's happening, because nobody's telling me anything.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't know what's happening either. I just got here as well. I was just told to come walk you in, so I'm sure they're bringing somebody down. We're going to tell you what's going to happen. Do you want to take a seat for a second? You can stay standing if you'd like, but...
Devan continues to be rude and scream at the deputies when she knows exactly what she has done and why she is there.
Okay. It sounds like someone's coming here in just a second. Let me put somebody on their way. You can go see if they're in that way.
I don't understand what happened.
Okay. I don't know what I don't know what's happening either. So I'm sorry. I'm just the meeting person. Do you have custody of your kiddo?
Me and his father shared half and half custody.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. And we'll get all that taken care of and figure it out here. Okay. We definitely know your son is safe. And
you know he's safe. I don't know he's safe. Nobody called me.
Okay.
I live in Fort Collins. Like, I work in Loveland. I live in Fort Collins, and nobody called me. I had coworkers I haven't spoken to, well, past coworkers, I guess, but I haven't spoken to in years, telling me that my son's father was in an accident.
Okay.
And that I should check on my kid. And like nobody told me anything.
Okay.
So Detective Devan will be here in 1 second, and he's got more answers than I do.
Where is my son?
He is at the police department, and he is safe with
So he's not here?
This is the police department. He is here. So
okay, well, why is he not here with me? I need him to be here with me. I haven't seen him, and I don't know what's happened. He was taken from his school without my knowledge or consent. And I don't know what's happened to his father. So I need to, where is he? He needs to be here.
Can I have the detective talk to you first, and he'll explain what's going on?
I don't know why he wasn't here when I got here, but I need my son. I am worried about my son. He's 5 years old. And I don't think any of you have told him anything that's happened. I don't even know what's happened.
Okay, he's here right now, so we'll figure it out.
All right. Thank you. Can I shut the door for fun?
I don't really care. I want my son. Where is my son?
I'll tell you everything. Go about that. You're Devan?
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes.
I'm Steve. You can call me Steve. We gotta kind of step back here a little bit. I'm gonna tell you some bad news. Your ex-boyfriend, is it? Ex-husband?
I just call him my son's dad.
Son's dead.
We were never married, but
he died today.
what? How? What happened?
Someone shot him in the face.
In the face? Where?
On his postal route.
He was working today? He doesn't...
Yeah. And he was working, and someone came up and shot him.
When did this happen?
At 12:32 today.
It is 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So, it's kind of a long story. You know, in 2021 in July, they changed a lot of laws saying we have to record everything in police work. If we don't, then, you know, we get punished and everything. And I got a lot to tell you, a lot to share with you. I want to tell you that your son's safe right now. But I want to read you your rights just so you know about it. Let you know that we're recording this because we have to. We have to record everything. And just so don't play games with you, because I don't like to play games with people.
Read me my rights?
Yeah, just get it out of the way.
For what reason?
Well, it's you know, your son's dad died today, and so please typically look at the butler or the ex or somebody who owes him a lot of money. So we want to at least ask you some questions about it, do our due diligence. I don't think he has a butler, so we've got to rule the butler out. So we at least got to ask you some questions about how he died. Maybe you know something about it.
I was at work today.
Okay, perfect. You got a good excuse. Shouldn't be a big deal. But I want to ask you about it. I want to exonerate you if possible, and then move on to the next suspect. You know, do my job and see. You know, work. I mean, I'm sure you're concerned about his death, and you want to investigate it fully. You don't want us to sweep anything under the rug.
No, of course not. But
in police investigations, this is like standard 101 stuff. You got to rule out the butler. You got to rule out the ex. You got to rule out the bookie who owes a lot of money to, and start working it. It could just be a random shooting, but we gotta do due diligence and figure it out. And our cases are reviewed by the DA's office, and they want us to do it right. People have a lot of pressure on us, making sure that we do the right thing. And so I don't want to do anything because the case is so serious. I don't want to do anything to violate your rights, anything like that. So everyone.
My rights and my son's rights were violated when you took him from school and did not contact me.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about. So let me read your rights, just so you know what they are. Have you ever seen cop shows?
Yeah.
They're on like every night. These are the same rights. I'm going to read them to you, although you probably know them, maybe seen them. So let me read them to you. Can I still call you Devin, right?
Yes.
All right, Devin, let's get through this. Devin, you have the right to remain silent. Devin, do you understand these rights that explained to you?
Yes.
And having these rights in mind, can I talk to you now?
Yes.
And will you sign this for me? Give me your John Hancock. Where are you working now?
I work at the post office in Mulland.
Okay, how do you like that?
It's fine.
So I want to talk to you about this case.
I need to see my son.
We need to figure out what's going on and how your husband, how your baby's father died. So we're not going to let the son go just yet.
Wait, he doesn't need to go, but if he can can I at least see him first?
Right now, no.
Why?
Right now, no. Because we got to figure out if the butler killed your the baby daddy's son, or if you killed the baby daddy's son, or if the bookie killed him, or if it's a random person killed him. I don't know who killed him. And I don't want to turn over the ex to the baby until I know that everything's legit and that you're calm and that you're rational and you're not a crazy person because I've never met you before.
I'm not calm. My son was taken. Nobody told me that anything happened. My son was taken from school by either police, and I was not informed, or by somebody who is not legally allowed to pick him up from school.
Yeah. So here's what's going on. We went out to the school and we said we don't want anyone picking up the child until we figure out who's who and who's safe, who we can release the child to. If the ex-husband shows up at the school and the wife's dead, we're not going to release the kid to the ex-husband who just killed the mother, that's going to put the kid in harm's way. So that's just standard police 101 business.
But nobody called me.
Yeah.
When did you pick him up from school?
Probably about 3.
Okay, I called his daycare at 5-ish, and she said he was still there.
Well, maybe we picked him up at 4:30ish then.
It doesn't matter. I called him called the lady that runs the daycare, because I also used to work for her, so she knows me.
Okay.
And she said yes, still here with us.
Okay. I mean, I don't think she's lying. We probably picked him up at 4:30. I didn't go there. I hadn't abandoned the school. But when we got a homicide like this, we had a lot of people working on it.
Okay, but then they have my contact information.
Yeah.
So they couldn't have said...
Yeah, you're not listening, though. We didn't want them to release the child to you.
Don't release him to me, but nobody even told me his whereabouts.
Well,
I thought he was with his father.
The police escorted him back here, and Rosa was here as well.
Why? She is not his guardian.
No, she's not his guardian.
Okay, then why was she here?
We're not releasing her yet. We want to find
So
out
she's with him? She's with my son?
We're all with. She's being interviewed by a detective, because we're not sure who she is.
She's my sister.
The child is here. The child is being interviewed by a forensic interviewer.
She should not be interviewed because I didn't give consent for him to be spoken to.
He's a witness, so he doesn't need consent from the parents.
Was he there? Was he in the...
But he's going to tell us about the relationship between you and his father.
But I don't...
You don't understand.
He's 5.
Well, he might not have anything to say.
No, I don't understand how this can all happen without me even knowing that anything happened in the first place.
Because we don't release children to abusive husbands that kill their wives.
So you're saying that I am abusive and I killed his father?
I'm saying that this is police standard practice 101. We don't release children to people we don't know.
I'm not asking you to release him. I am asking why I was not contacted in any sort of form about my child's whereabouts or that there was even an incident.
I don't know about that specifically. I know we wanted to find you and we were trying to track you down.
You could have found me when you picked him up from school because they have my information. I pay for him to go to that school. They have that information.
Well, I'm going to talk to the officers that did that. Like I said, I wasn't there. Okay. We're kind of going around in circles here.
I do believe Devan is concerned about her son, but it also seems like she brings him up to redirect the conversation away from the homicide.
I'd like to exonerate you if you didn't have anything to do with this and get you out of this police department.
Yes, because I would like to see my son.
I don't think you want to hang out with me, and I think you want to see your son, and I want to check off all the boxes and make sure we can release the Sunday night.
I saw my father. I saw my father's car in the parking lot. Is he here as well?
I don't know. Who's your father?
His name is Raul. He's tall, brown Mexican dude.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
We have about 30 detectives working on this. There's a lot of people here. We brought in a lot of neighbors. We brought in a lot of other people. So I'm not sure. So let's go back a little bit so I can see who you are and see whether or not I can release a child to you. Does anyone have it up for you? What do you refer to him as? Do you just refer to him as...
I just literally say my son's father or Jason.
Jason. Do you know of anyone that want to get Jason in trouble?
In trouble? No.
Or out to get him? Want to shoot him?
No.
Nothing like that? Okay. Does it surprise you that someone would go up and shoot him?
Yes, it surprises me a lot. I don't...
Okay.
I didn't know, I don't know anybody that would want to hurt him.
How long have you dated Jason? Or how would you describe the relationship? How long have you known him? However you're comfortable answering that.
I've known him since... I don't know. I'm sorry. Language.
Well, I hear it all. You're fine. You are not going to offend me.
Okay, I was like, I don't know, how old's my kid? So, he was born in 15, so I've known him since, like, October, November of 2014.
Okay. Good relationship? Have the police been to your house every week? How would you describe that? I mean, people date and they break up. How was your relationship?
It was never great. I mean, it started out okay, and then we had him, and I mean, it wasn't great. He left us when he was 6 months. He moved out, and we tried, I guess, a couple of times to work things out, but it never worked.
Okay. I don't want to get up in your business and know all that, but police aren't there every day, nothing.
No.
Just a bad relationship that didn't take up the ground.
I had filed a restraining order against him back in, I don't know, 2015, 2016 at the end or the beginning of the year. I don't remember. We had an altercation, and I asked him to leave my house because he wasn't living there anymore, and he got a little physical while I was holding my son, and he was an infant at the time. And so I filed it to get him to back off a little bit, and when I went to make it permanent, they're like, you know how hard this is going to be, like, if you make it permanent, like, it's going to be really hard to do transitions because he has partial custody and all of this stuff, so that's going to be really hard, like, you understand that, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was a new mom, like, I couldn't do it by myself, and
raising kids is tough.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't, hopefully that won't happen again, and so I didn't make it permanent.
Okay, well, that's understandable. Everyone has a reason for getting restraining orders, and everyone has a reason why they don't make it permanent, and I'm not here to judge your actions about why you decided to do what you decided was best for you. So, just trying to get a snapshot of your relationship. So I want to transition a little bit here. Longmont's an awesome department to work for. When we have a homicide, we have all of our property crime detectives go out. We have all of our personal crime detectives go out. We have all of our undercover detectives go out. We have all of our gang and crime suppression units go out. We have a lot of people on this case, and we've worked the case quite a bit. I don't pretend to know everything that happened, but there are some things that are really kind of concerning me. We saw your car in the area of the crime scene. Your car was a Nissan Rogue that is missing a front passenger front hubcap. We caught your car on a license plate reader a little while ago with your license plate, and it has that front passenger hubcap missing. Sure enough, in the videos around the crime scene, that car is there with that front passenger bumper or hubcap missing. You said you're at work today, but your scanner goes off before the homicide and turns back on well after the homicide, and they track your scanner that's used at work to your boyfriend's house, AJ. So that's really kind of concerning. And we caught the shooting on one of the Nest doorbell cameras from across the street. So I'm really kind of concerned. I know that you got served just the other day with the child custody order, and we're a little upset about that. You told AJ, you told Devan in the past that AJ knows where you live, and that he'll shoot you if he needs to.
I've told who?
You told that to Devan, and Devan told that to Rose, your sister. Yeah. Well, Jason heard that from you, and then Jason told Rose that, and Rose told us that. That's happened about a year ago.
That
AJ knows where you live, Jason, and AJ will shoot you, Jason. You said that.
I said that? I've never said that.
So why is your car in the crime scene area? Why are you in that area of your car? Why are you turning off your scanner?
I didn't turn off my scanner.
You did.
No, I did not.
Postal inspectors are here.
Turn off my scanner.
The detective now tells Devan the evidence that they have gathered against her.
Or you didn't go with the scanner. The scanner is at your boyfriend's house, or somewhere in that area, in front of it, or in a bush somewhere in that area. It wasn't with you. Okay, they have a breadcrumb trail on GPS on your scanner. Yes. And the postal inspectors were here, and they said, before the homicide, you're not doing anything with the scanner it's stationary for like 3 hours or more. And it should be mobile because you're working, but it's at your boyfriend's house, and why is your car in the crime scene area?
I don't.
We've got video of your car in the crime scene area.
I don't know why it would be on camera that my car was down there, but I don't.
Listen,
if I don't scan packages, then obviously I'm not doing that. But I did stop I did stop at his house for my lunch break, sort of.
Devin, I think you're a good person, but something's not right here. I think the gig is out. There's something weird going on here. Everything is pointing to you being involved in this shooting. People don't go around just shooting postal people.
I mean, I work for the post office, and I have before, and I have been.
And supposedly you're on video 2 weeks ago breaking into the Longmont post office. That's a separate
didn't break in. I work for the post office. I'm allowed to go in.
But who cares about that? That's just a stupid burglary.
Burglary?
Yeah. Let's talk about the homicide. Why are you, what's your involvement in this? Because I think there's a lot more than you're telling us. The video of the shooter looks kind of like you. It's from a distance, but it looks like your height and your build. It doesn't look like AJ's height and build. It doesn't look like Castaneda's height and build. It looks like your build with a black hoodie. Now, we're going to search your house. We're going to search your car. We're going to seize your car. We're going to do a gunshot residue test on you.
Sorry, go ahead.
So we're not going to leave any stone unturned, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. And this is your out to tell me what type of involvement you have, because it's very concerning. Your car being there, you turning your scanner, not bringing your scanner, and the GPS not moving during the homicide. You're getting served just the other day with custody papers.
I got an email about it saying that they were going to file something.
Like the 11th. You had served with some sort of court notice of changing custody, something.
Well, I just got an email saying that we were going to have to go to court for it.
Okay. So what's going on here? Are you behind this homicide? Is AJ behind the homicide? We got 2 different cars, it looks like.
Two different cars?
Yeah, it looks like there's a car leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe it's just a witness who saw the shooting and is getting out of there. Maybe it's the shooter, but we saw your car in there moments before the shooting. And there can't be that many Nissan Rogues that are 2017 that are missing the front passenger hubcap. So you're involved in this, okay? And I want to know what your involvement is. Did a boyfriend try to tell you that he's going to take care of this? Were you involved in it? Because someone is there doing this. It's not a random shooting. And so the gig is up, okay?
I read on the way here about what happened, and they said that a man shot him.
That's what we originally thought, yeah. Now we're thinking it could be you. We're thinking it could be maybe your boyfriend. Thank you? That's not the question. That's not the right answer.
What am I supposed to say?
We're trying to get all this evidence together, and we're trying to put the pieces together. And I don't think you're being truthful with me. And I want to know why your car's there, why you're not using the scanner, why the scanner was left there. It looks like you're involved in this. So tell me why you're not involved in this. The whole thing about staying at your boyfriend's house for 3 hours doesn't seem very credible to me. So I'm asking you, did you have AJ do something? Do you think AJ was involved in something like this? Do you think
No.
Castaneda? Or if not, maybe it looks like it's you.
Castaneda, I don't...
The other boyfriend? Castaneda?
Well, I know who that is. I just don't understand how he's...
I don't know, one of your boyfriends. One of your associates. Someone killed your ex. And we want to find out who it is. It seems like you're involved. Your car is there. You left your scanner with GPS back at AJ's house. Your ex, who you said AJ would kill, is now dead.
I never said that.
Well, I don't care. I wasn't there. I'm not. That's what Rosa said, but I don't care. I didn't hear that. That's what Rosa's saying. It could have just been an off the cuff remark. We're going to do a gunshot
It
test.
could be her being like, hey,
We're going to do a gunshot residue test on
what do you mean,
you.
hey?
No, we're going to do a gunshot residue test on you to see if you have any. And when you fire a gun, all this gunshot powder comes out and it covers your face, your hair, your clothes, your hands. Have you been around any guns lately? Have you been shooting anything lately?
No.
So we do a gunshot residue test. It's going to come back negative.
It better.
Listen,
I feel like
I'm trying to figure out if you did this or if someone else did this. And my bet is you have someone else involved in this, maybe a friend. And so I'm trying to figure out if you talk to me about this, you know. I don't think there's a coincidence that your ex got shot in the face today. It looked like a hit. Looks like someone pulled up, ran out, shot him, ran back to the car, sped off, fired 5 times. He died right there. So I'm going to take this seriously. And I want to exonerate you to have nothing to do with this. I don't want to arrest you if you didn't do this. Does that make sense? I don't want to arrest anyone that didn't do a crime. But your car is there. Your car is there. You turn your scanner off. Your GPS, well, you didn't turn it off. We're not going to mince words. You left your scanner at your boyfriend's house. You said you're at work all day. You're not at work.
I am at work. I'm on my route.
For like 3 hours, you left your scanner there?
I stopped. I left it in the truck while I went into the house.
And then your car is in the crime scene. You know, that's a lot for a jury to try to swallow. So, we saw the car in the area, but there's also another car. So that's why I'm thinking maybe someone else is involved. Maybe things went a little too far, and you thought maybe your boyfriend was going to rough him up, and then, oh crap, your boyfriend shot someone. And I don't want to look at you for this. You know, there are exes out there, men, women that say, you know, this guy's doing me dirty, go send him a message. You're not going to go fight your ex. You're not going to go punch him. You know, it'd be too easy to send someone else out to rough him up. And you send him in to rough him up, and holy crap, he shot him. And maybe that's not what you were expecting. Maybe you just want him roughed up a little bit. Or he said, I'm going to go rough him up. You're like, no, don't rough him up. But let's go over there, I'm going to rough him up. Maybe you just want to keep him calm a little bit. And then instead of roughing him up, he kills him. So I'm trying to find out. I think you're definitely involved in this. But maybe you're down here where you're just trying to prevent something. Okay? Maybe you don't want this hothead, whoever it is, to go beat him up. Maybe
He's
you don't want.
not a hothead.
Well, I don't know who he is, but whoever's there, maybe they went too far and you didn't know it. So that's why I'm trying to give you some type of plausible deniability. This happens all the time. I can tell you some stories about it if you want to, but my favorite story about this is a basketball player. Basketball player is playing basketball and he sees some fan heckling him, right? And the fan is saying, oh, you suck. Well, the guy goes up there and beats up the fan, right? Terrible. He's in the paper, he's getting crucified in the paper. He's an elite athlete making millions of dollars a year. They have security to go out and take care of these guys. Next week, another guy, I think it's Andre Davis, he goes up in the stands and beats someone up. Is that the same thing? I mean, on the surface level it is, but if you don't do your job as a detective, you might not realize that this guy, Andre Davis, someone was messing with his wife, like harassing his wife, smacking his wife around. He ran up to the stands to do his husbandly duty to protect his wife. So that's why he did it. The other guy, he's down here. He just goes up there because he's a punk and beats up a fan. Andre Davis goes up there, does the same thing, but he does it to protect his wife. So, two same things, and if we don't get to the bottom of this and find out what's really going on, you know, where are you on the spectrum? Are you this thug that goes into the stands and beats someone up? Or are you this other person who's just trying to calm things down, get things under control? That's what I want to know. That's a mitigating circumstance. If things got out of control, I want to know it. And this is your chance to tell me. Because something happened, and you're involved somehow, to some degree. And I want to know it. If your boyfriend or your friend or some guy you hired maybe to beat him up, things went too far, this is the time to come forward and come clean and let me know.
that I hired?
I don't know who this guy is just yet, but we're going to find out. We're searching your car, we're going to search your phone, we're going to do this gunshot residue test, maybe everything will come back clean, and that's great. That's great, because I don't want to arrest the wrong person. But if there's someone else involved in this, we're going to find out. And if that other person says you're involved in this, it looks bad on you. So this is your chance to tell me someone went way too far. And I didn't want him to shoot him. I thought he was going to talk to him. I thought he was going to say, hey, knock this shit off. I thought he was going to try to reason with him. I thought he was going to say, hey, this has gone too far. Let's get this under control. And I was going to let him try it, but he shows up there all of a sudden, he's shooting him. There wasn't two people there. There was just one shooter. And so I'm thinking, I got to do my job as a detective. And if you didn't do this, I need to get you off the hook for it. I need to say, she wasn't involved, she came clean, she panicked. She didn't call the police right away because she was scared. Your ex just got shot in the face. And you don't want to turn this guy in because you're thinking you're scared. I understand that. I mean, I've been a detective for 28 years. These things happen, but now we got to take a deep breath. Now we got to say, there's more to the story than you think, Steve. You need to say, Steve, I'm not a bad person. Steve, I can't tell you what happened, but it got too far. And you got to get this off your chest. Because I believe you have some knowledge of this. I believe your car is in the area. The whole thing with the scanner. All of these things are starting to add up. We're going to search your phone. We're going to get clothing and test that. We're going to test your hands. Something happened, and you didn't cover your tracks if you're involved in this. And we're going to find out about it. So now is a good time before we find out about it. We will find this person. We've got like 65 cops working on it, 65 detectives. We've got the whole postal investigation team here. We're going to find out about it. Now's your chance. If you didn't have anything to do with this, to come clean. Say, Steve, I'm going to have to tell you this. I don't know if you'll even believe me, but I want you to try. I want you to try to trust me to believe me. That if you didn't have anything to do with this and something got out of hand, I want to help you. Because the gig is up.
You're not really in the business of trusting people.
So I'm not saying I trust you or I trust this guy. I'm asking you to trust me. Because if you didn't do this and things got out of control and you panicked and you didn't think this guy was going to kill him, you thought maybe he's going to rough him up, that's understandable. So that's why I want you to trust me if something like that happened.
I understand why I would be a suspect because of who I am related to him.
And your car.
But I don't, there was things in the past that have happened with him and I that I could have gone to court or I could have tried to call the police. I mean, I have and it didn't help, but there's other things that I could have done. Why would I shoot him?
I don't know people ever shoot people. And I'm not saying you shot him. Maybe someone else shot him. Maybe people just lost their temper. Someone shot him, we know that. Someone shot him 5 times in the face. That's kind of a lot of hatred. They didn't steal anything from him. They didn't have any issue with him. There wasn't a traffic road rage case. Someone shot him because they were really upset with him. They shot him cold blood. They shot him 5 times and let him bleed to death there. That's someone who knows this guy. And you know him very well. And you know the people who know him very well.
I don't know the people that know him.
You know AJ, you know Castaneda.
They don't know him.
Your car was there. Okay? Your car was there. So tell me someone borrowed your car.
I was at work on my route, which is not super close to the post office.
Why is your car in Longmont when your scanner?
I don't know. I am on my route working.
Do you work in a mail truck or your personal car?
No, I work in a mail truck.
Okay. So why is your car down here killing your ex?
I don't know. But it sounds like...
You understand why that's so concerning to me?
Yes, I do understand that.
Borrow your car? Help me out here.
I don't know, but it seems like with all of these things that you're going to be doing that I need to have a lawyer or ask for a lawyer, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that, but
I'm on
for that, but
I'm on that. I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to apply for a search warrant to search it. I'm going to have a female come in here and help you get changed out in privacy off camera so we preserve your rights. I'm not going to ask any more questions about this homicide. And so let's get that going, okay? I'm going to treat you with respect and let me get that going, okay?
so Rosa's here, and is that it? Is she going through the same thing?
We've interviewed her. I don't know who's interviewing her, how they're acting her, what they've asked her, but her car is not in the scene. I really don't. You said you don't want to talk to me and you want a lawyer, and I don't want to try to trick you and say, look, keep talking to me, keep asking me questions, and we're going to abuse your rights. If you want a lawyer, stop, and that's fine. But I don't want to violate your rights. I take your rights very seriously.
That's fine. I don't. That's fine.
Let me get the Detective Jones in here.
Sure.
And she's listening. Is Cassidy there? Yep. Oh. So you got the GSR kit?
Yes.
You did that fine?
Yes, I
Okay,
sure
thanks. Can I get you anything to drink or anything? I don't want to be a jerk to you.
Get some water.
You want? I'll get you some water.
Are we?
So we're gonna do a GSR kit. We're gonna seize your clothing, and that could help exonerate you or implicate you in the crime. Hopefully it exonerates you and shows that you didn't do it. Hopefully this gunshot resident kit exonerates you and shows that you didn't do it. Then we're gonna probably just get you out of here. Your son is not going home with you. We're going to talk to the Department of Health and Human Services, have a social worker decide who should get the kid, because I'm not convinced that you're not involved in this.
So I can't even see him. You put him in the back of a police car and brought him here. Hasn't gotten to see me or anybody.
I'm not here to punish you. I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to ask, and if the powers that be say, yeah, let her see her. But I'm a little concerned about what happened today. I'm concerned for the son's safety, because I don't know what happened yet.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Can you step out for just one moment? So real quick, one thing before you step out, just we're in a secure area. We didn't check you for any weapons. Do you have those on you?
No.
Can you stand up? Just let me check real quick. You need to sit back down, okay? You don't have to be nice or anything that'll push me. Okay.
Bazookas.
I just don't like it. Yeah. I didn't see anything when you ran in, but then when we were back here, really said to do a good check. Okay, go ahead and turn around for me. Just got the little pockets, looks like. Okay, thank you. You can, here's a water.
All right. We're going to get this going here.
Hey, Devin.
I'm going to introduce you to
I just arrived. I'm a U.S. Postal Inspector. So my name's Ken. So I know you work for the post office, and I work for the post office.
Mm-hmm.
So because this is kind of postal related and you were working today, I wanted to chit chat with you about kind of what happened and some of your activities today, okay? I understand you may have been kind of done talking with the detective, but I wouldn't mind talking to you as an inspector to find out what's going on and what happened today.
Can we also confirm Just, you said you wanted a lawyer, but I wasn't clear. Do you want to talk to him, or do you want a lawyer? Whatever you decide. I don't have any more questions, but I don't want to erase the life.
Sure, yeah. We weren't sure because you were kind of deciding what you wanted to do, but I'd imagine probably this is the husband of your child.
The father.
The father of your child. So we're just trying to get this wrapped up. We're trying to figure out what happened today. Okay. Right. So one of the things we do is talk to everybody that's around the person, anybody that they may have had a relationship with, either current or in the past. Obviously, you have a relationship with Jason. You know, you guys have a child together. So you work for the post office. He worked at the post office. We came up here. We were notified by the police department about what happened. So we went out there and took a look at what happened. And we'd like to sit down and talk with you. Okay? Would you be comfortable with talking to me about just kind of your activities today? And if I get to a point or a part where you don't feel comfortable, just tell me I don't want to talk about that.
Well, I mean, I already explained that I was at work today. My route is in North Loveland.
Okay.
And
well, I guess I just came in, and I apologize, like when you guys were already mid-conversation. I'd love to start off with like how long you've worked at the post office, that type of thing. How long did you work up at the Loveland post office now, but you used to work at the Longmont post office, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd like to talk to you about that if that's okay with you. And again, like I said, if you get to a point to where you just don't want to talk to me about it, that's fine. But I think, I mean, would it be accurate saying, because most of the time when I interview people that are related to, you know, somebody that was hurt, they want help. They want to find out what happened.
Yes,
do you want to find out what happened?
Yes, of course I want to find out.
Well, I'm sure that you do.
That wasn't why I wasn't answering or wanting to talk anymore. The detective is saying that we're going to be doing all of these things that I don't understand. So
and I think he didn't understand like the scanner thing, because I walked in a little bit and I heard you talking about the scanner and you were trying to correct him about kind of how the scanner works. So I thought, well, maybe if I come down there, you'd be maybe a little more comfortable talking to an inspector. So about what's going on, and I'll explain everything like he has. I've been working, you know, as an inspector for almost 20 years. So I'm just here to figure out how we can help you, how we can resolve this situation, I need your help to do that. Okay?
Right.
I absolutely need your help. We're going to be talking to lots of different people, but I need you to help me. Would you be willing to help me?
I mean, I will, as long as it doesn't get turned around what I'm saying.
I'm not going to turn around one thing you say. If I say something that sounds different than what you're trying to tell me.
Right, well, that's why I was correcting him, is because he said I turned off my scanner and did not turn off my scanner.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how scanners work.
Right, I understand.
So it wasn't intentional. He wasn't trying to, because we've worked together before, he wasn't trying to pull any fast ones or anything. He just wasn't sure how it worked. So if it's okay with you, he's going to leave. I'm going to sit down with you. We'll keep talking. If you decide at any point you want to stop talking, just let me know that, okay? Well, let's start off with, are you comfortable where you're sitting? Or would you rather
I don't really care.
Okay.
I just really want my kid, and that's not happening, so.
Yeah, well, first off, I'm sorry about what's happened today. So today's been a stressful day for you, for your child. So I understand that.
I don't think you do.
Well, I can empathize with the fact that it's probably one of the worst days in your life. So
on top of what happened, my child was picked up by the police from school, and I was not contacted.
Okay.
And I know this had nothing to do with you.
I know. I understand. I'm a father. I've got kids myself. That would upset me too. But you know what? We'll make it right. You know what? When mistakes happen, we'll make them right.
I'm not allowed to see my son. Like, doesn't understand what's happened, and he was put in a police car, which he loves police, so I'm sure he was like, hey, this is fun.
Sure.
But he's traumatized. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. He's not allowed to see me. He's not allowed to see his father. We're not here.
Yeah. How about as soon as we're done, let's make sure that gets scored away. I'm sure he's being taken care of right now. They have folks that would be watching him right now. But I'll make sure you see him after we chit chat, okay? But let me start off with, how long have you worked at the Loveland Post Office?
Since the end of June or the beginning of July. I don't remember my exact date.
So June or July of this year?
This year, yes.
And what do you do up there? Are you a carrier?
I'm a road carrier, yeah.
Okay. And you drive a postal vehicle?
I'm just a sub. I'm an RCA, so I don't have a regular route, but yeah, I drive it.
Okay. As an RCA, that's a rural carrier associate?
Yeah.
So you just show up, you don't have a regular route, you just show up and they say, hey, I need you on Route 19, I need you on Route 30, I need you on Route 40?
Yeah.
Okay. What days do you work?
I work every day except for usually Mondays are my days off.
Okay. So every day but Monday, and that's your regular day off generally?
Generally. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like you would know this, but maybe not. I don't know how.
I didn't have time to pull any...
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like as working for the post office as an inspector, like I assume you would know how the process works.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, different offices run differently. So, and the schedules rotate. Sometimes you can have rotating days off.
No, You see
what I'm saying?
Usually have Mondays off.
Okay. So, so you were working today, because today's Wednesday. So, where do you actually live?
I live in Fort Collins.
In Fort Collins. Do you live by yourself?
Yes, it's just me and my son.
You and your son? Okay. And how old's your son? Is he 6?
Next week.
Okay. And what's your address in Fort Collins?
Do I have to give that to you?
No, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to. But you live with your son, and your son goes to school. You were saying there was a deal at school. Do you drop him off, or how does he get to school?
Yes.
Okay, so Jason normally drops him off for school?
Depending on whose day it is, yes.
Okay. So what happened today? You wake up at your house?
He's been with his father since Sunday.
Okay. Since Sunday, he's been with his dad. So today, you just woke up at home, and then tell me, when did you get to work?
I got to work about 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Okay. In the morning?
In the morning.
Okay.
And then...
Is that your regular start time?
Yeah, we can't start before 8 o'clock.
Okay. So it was about 7:45, 8 o'clock? Okay. And then tell me about your day. What happened after you checked in? What route did you have today?
I had Route 14, but I'm assuming that you all know that since you checked the scanner.
I haven't personally checked it, so I don't know, honestly. I know that they pulled some scanner records, which I'll talk to you about here in a bit, but I wanted to make sure I found out what was going on because there's some kind of differing information. So I wanted to make sure I talked to you first, because obviously you know what you were doing today. So about 8 o'clock you got to work, 7:45. You did route, did you say 14?
14.
And where is Route 14?
It's on the north side of Loveland.
Okay. So did you case mail for a while, or how does that work?
Yes, I cased most of my route, and then I cased my route. It took everything to the street, and I started delivering about 10:30.
Okay. So you left the post office around 10:30?
Yes.
Okay. So between 8 and 10:30 you were working,
Yes.
casing your mail.
Yes.
Did you have a lot of packages?
Not today, no.
Okay. Was it like a lot of DPS mail?
There was a lot of DPS, yes. I ended up taking most of it to the street.
Okay. Was there more than one route you were doing today, or just that particular route?
No, today was just 14.
Okay. So you loaded up your truck, you left around 10:30 or so. Did you go directly to your route?
Yes.
Okay. Let me step back for a second. So you went to work. Did you stop anywhere between your house and you getting to work?
No.
Okay. Did you drive to work?
Yes.
Okay. Did you drive to work with anybody?
No.
Okay, so you drove by yourself. Did you call anybody on the way to work? Text anybody?
I texted my man in the morning.
Okay.
Kind which was not really my name, but, and then I talked to him throughout the day.
Okay, is this your boyfriend? Or your man?
We're not technically together, but yes.
Okay. What's his name?
AJ.
AJ? Okay. Is he a postal employee?
No.
Okay. But is this somebody how long have you dated AJ?
Like I said, we're not together at the moment, but...
Okay. You're just kind of off and getting on again? Is that what I'm getting?
Kind of. We've known each other for like 12 years.
Okay. So you were talking to AJ on your way there about whatever. You showed up for worked about 2.5 hours, and then you left on your route. Did you go? So when you went to the post office, did you drive your car?
Yes.
Okay. I understand it's like a Nissan.
Yes.
Okay. Is it an SUV?
Yes.
Okay. And so you drove by yourself to the post office, parked, went in, did your route. Do you remember the vehicle that you took out, the LOV?
I mean, it's the one assigned to that route.
Okay. So each route has their own specific LOV there?
Almost all of them do, yes.
Okay.
So that's the one that always is on that route.
Okay. Did your boss, when you got in, tell you that you're on Route 14 this morning?
No, it's been on the schedule, and I'm her sub. Her route is my secondary on my matrix.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm confused about that.
You would know that.
No.
When we're hired, we're given a matrix of 3 different routes that we do every single week for when that regular carrier has the day off.
Okay, on their normal days off.
On their normal days off,
okay.
yes. So this is my secondary route. We have a primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Okay.
This is my secondary route, so anytime that she is off, that I am not doing my primary route, I do this one.
Okay.
So I've done it other days than Wednesday, but I always do it on the Wednesday.
Always do it on Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay. Does it normally take you a couple, 2.5 hours to get your route, get your packages and everything squared away into the truck and get out there?
Usually it takes me a little bit longer than it did today, but like I said, the packages were light, so that made it me able to leave quicker.
Okay. Did most of the carriers leave around that time then, around 10:30 or so?
Yeah.
Okay. So you left there. Do you remember where your first stop is?
My first stop is a CBU on Flagler or Miramont. I can't remember which one it's off of.
Okay.
But yes, I do remember which one it is.
Do you normally do it in the same kind of way each time? Okay. And do you have like scanner points too along the way?
No, those are only for city.
Okay, only for city. See, you're teaching me a little something. So I work primarily in the Denver area, so I'm not really sure what the geography here. But so tell me about your day. So you started scanning packages, you started your route, and then what happened?
My guy AJ, he lives on that route, and so since Wednesdays are his day off and things are very complicated with us, I try to see him on his day off.
Okay, so you stop by on your route.
Yes.
Hang out with him. Did you do that today?
Yes, I do it every Wednesday.
Okay, every Wednesday. That's kind of your normal routine.
Yes.
What time did you get over to his place?
I don't know. I don't know exactly when I got over there.
Okay.
I wasn't really looking at the time. I was ahead of what I normally am for that day. Not by like a lot, but you know, like I'm there around, I don't know, noon, so I think I was a little bit ahead of schedule, so I was able to stop, and I was happy that I would be able to take a little bit more time to take a lunch and spend some time with him.
Okay. So is that what you actually did today then?
Yes.
Okay. Where does he live?
He lives on that road. I don't know if I should give his address or not.
Okay, you don't have to. When you stopped by there, did you go in?
Yes.
And was he there?
Yes.
Okay. Does he live by himself?
No.
Okay. Does he have kids or roommates?
He has kids and a ex-wife.
Oh, okay. So his ex-wife lives there. That's probably pretty complicated.
Hence the 1 day a week.
Oh, okay. Because she's not normally there on Wednesdays.
Now we get to hear Devan's alibi on where she was at during the shooting.
Well, not during the day.
Oh, okay. So was she there today then?
No.
Okay. So when you showed up, was he by himself?
Yes.
Okay. And then I work a lot of different assignments and stuff like that, so nothing will surprise me. I mean, did you guys hook up? What'd you guys do? Just have lunch?
No, we just ate and talked and argued.
Okay. What'd you guys eat?
We had pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls? Okay. Did both of you have pizza rolls?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what kind of pizza rolls there were?
No, I didn't make them.
Okay. Did he make them?
I'm assuming so. He was the only one there.
Okay. Well, no, I just meant, I'm not trying to trick you or anything. I'm just curious, like, did he already make lunch for you then? Did you text him or call him and let him know you were stopping by?
Well, he knows that I stopped by.
Okay. Even though you were early, it wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. Do you have a key to his house?
No, I have a code.
Oh. Like a garage code?
It's like one of those codes that you put into the door and it like turns the lock.
Okay. Is that how you went in today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But he was there, you guys had lunch together, you guys had pizza rolls. What'd you drink?
It's water.
Water? Did he drink water?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. And then, how long would you say you were there?
Which is a very long time.
Okay, a very long time.
Normally I'm there about an hour and a half, but like I said, I wasn't too worried about it today because I didn't have to pick up my son. It wasn't my day to pick him up today, and I had some extra time, so.
Okay. So what did you guys do? I know you said you argued, but did you watch TV? Did you do any other activities?
No.
Okay. What were you guys arguing about?
We always argue about.
Okay. Can you share it with me? I mean, trust me, I get into my fair share of arguments too. You don't have to go into detail if you don't feel comfortable.
I just, we've been trying to make things work for a while and they're not working, and we have a lot of differing views on things, I guess, especially with his ex-wife living with him.
Okay. I'd imagine that that's a big source of frustration for you too, and for you specifically. Are they kind of doing it because it's a financial type thing, maybe?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
It's one of the problems.
Okay. And then, how long do you think you guys argued?
I don't know. I didn't really look at the time.
Okay. What did you do when you left his house? Did he go with you? Or you were in your postal vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys, what happened after that?
We argued for a while, and then he got angry and left, and I stayed in my truck, and I was very upset, so I was crying, and I was in my truck, and waited for a while until I was able to calm down.
Mm-hmm. What made you so upset this time as opposed to any other time?
Because I'm always upset.
Okay.
It's not any different.
When he left, where did he go?
I don't know.
Okay. What car does he drive?
He drives a big Duramax truck.
Okay. Like one of those big diesel trucks?
Mm-hmm.
One of those like big mountain or big large ones?
Yes.
Okay. So he left. How long do you think you guys were together before he left?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention at the time.
Okay. So at some point he left. You were in the postal truck, and then you decided to leave too. Where did you go after that?
I just hung out for a little bit, and then I continued my route.
Okay. And how did your route continue from there? Is that actually a delivery point on your route?
I don't know what you mean by delivery time.
Like, do you actually deliver mail to that address?
Yes, but they're mostly CBUs.
Okay.
Or they're all CBUs in that neighborhood, so when I'm going by, I just stop.
Okay.
It's not off my route, it's not out of the way. So.
Trust me, I'm not worried about it.
No,
honestly.
I'm just letting you know, like, it's not.
I knew a guy that was a postal employee that would get down with his route super early and go jet skiing every day, but he got his route done, so, you know, people do what people do. So when you left, you continued on your route. Did you stop anywhere else?
No, just in my route.
Okay. And did you call anybody on the phone and tell them you were upset about what had happened, or with your boyfriend? Did you say AJ? With AJ?
No. I tried to call him and talk to him about it after I calmed down, and we have a lot of phone calls back and forth of talking and stuff like that. I spoke to a coworker who was talking to me and just said, like, hey, did you hear that something had happened down in Longmont? Like, we heard that somebody that worked at the post office got hurt, and that was kind of it. We talked about the route, but we didn't think that was about it. But no, I don't.
Who was that person that you talked to?
It's just another sub there.
Another sub at
Longmont, I'm so sorry, Loveland.
At Loveland?
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
I don't talk to anybody in Longmont.
Okay. What's the sub's name up in Loveland that you talked to?
His name is Scott.
Scott. Okay. So did Scott call you?
Yes, he called me.
Okay. And so he has your cell phone. Have you ever dated Scott?
Oh, he's married.
Oh, he's married. Okay. So he just called you.
Coworkers.
Why would he call you?
Because he knows that I used to work in Longmont. Everybody there knows that I used to work in Longmont. It's when you come back and you have experience from the job beforehand, people are pretty happy about that.
Mm-hmm. And did Scott tell you he knew who had gotten hurt and that's why he was giving you a call?
No, he just said that he heard through the grapevine that somebody had gotten hurt in Longmont.
Okay. Okay.
And he asked if I had heard anything about that, and I said no, I did not.
Okay. Did you have a pretty long conversation, or was it fairly short?
I think the time frame was longer than normal, but we weren't just talking about that. We were talking about routes and other things, work related.
And you said this was Scott?
Scott.
What's Scott's last name?
I don't.
You don't know? Okay. But he works in Loveland with you. Okay. And then you said you were texting back and forth with AJ. Did you ever actually talk to him on the phone again?
No, I didn't text him back and forth. I just called multiple times.
Just you were calling him multiple times, okay. Was he trying to call you, or was he dodging your phone calls?
No, he answers.
Okay.
We fight, we argue, but it's normal, unfortunately. So.
I'm assuming you were talking on that phone there?
Yes.
Back and forth with him, okay. And then, do you know where he went in his Duramax truck? Okay. So you were back in your LV, you did your route, you were getting a phone call. What did you do after you got that phone call about what happened in Longmont?
He just said that something happened to a carrier in Longmont.
Okay.
And he didn't give me any specific details, and so I said that's terrible. Like, he was telling me about another coworker that he knew that had been threatened here there in Loveland in the past, just last week.
Okay.
And so we were talking about that, and that was really the extent of the conversation.
Okay. Did you ask him, hey, did you know Jason was hurt?
No, he said, I hope that it's not somebody that you know, and I said, I hope not either. Do you know who it is? I didn't ask if he knew specific, or I didn't ask if it was Jason specifically, but I said, do you know who it was?
Okay.
And he said, no, nobody knows who it is.
Okay. And then after that, so you had this conversation. Did you continue your route?
Yes.
Okay. Did you end up finishing your route?
Yes.
Okay. Did you stop anywhere that was unwork related along your route? Or did you ever stop for gas to fill up the LOV or anything like that?
Nope. The
Okay.
first time it was actually full.
Okay. So, you did your route by yourself, I'm assuming, because sometimes when it's busy they have two people, but you were by yourself? Okay. Did you see any other like postal employees along the route?
No.
Okay. Okay. Did you have your scanner with you the whole time you were on your route too?
Yes.
Okay. So when we see it, and I haven't personally seen it, but I understand that it stopped at some address, probably your boyfriend's for like, I don't know, an hour and a half or so. That's when you stopped at your boyfriend's house?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the same thing every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. And then when you got back to the station, the post office, did you turn in your scanner?
Yes.
Did you have an arrow key?
Yes, I turned in my arrow keys, my gas card, my scanner, and my truck keys.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
I got a message from, she said that she doesn't work for the post office anymore, but she used to work for the post office, and I knew her, and I haven't spoken to her in forever. And I got a message from her saying, like, I just wanted to reach out, and if you need anything, let me know.
Mm.
And I was like, what do you mean reach out? What is, about what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm just leaving work and I'm going home. And so she called me, or she asked me to call her, and I called her, and she said that something from what she's not even in the state. So I'm not really sure
This
how
person that called you?
Well, yeah, she's not even in the state, so I don't know how she, like, I don't know how she found out before I even found out anything, but she was like, she's like, I heard through my sources that still work at the post office that something happened to Jason, and you should probably call the daycare to make it's okay if you don't have him.
Okay.
And I said they don't, because today is his Father's Day to have him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I called the daycare on my way home. I called the daycare, and it took a while for them to answer. I was trying to call my girlfriend or my friend that she works at the daycare as well, and I was trying to get her to answer. The lady that runs the daycare wasn't answering, and so I was just trying to get a hold of people, and nobody was answering, and then I ended up calling here.
Okay. Calling the police station?
Yeah, I called the non-emergency dispatch number.
Okay. And why'd you do that?
Because she told me that something had happened to Jason and that he was hurt.
Okay. Okay. So the first friend that called you right after you got off work that's out of state, what's her name?
Her name is Stephanie.
Stephanie. Okay. Let me write that down because I don't remember that. And how do you know Stephanie?
She was a carrier in Longmont too.
Okay. What's Stephanie's last name? Do you remember?
I don't remember, no.
Okay. But she called you and said
She sent
something
me a
happened.
message and said, like I said, she sent me a message and reached out and said, I don't remember exactly what she said, just like, I'm reaching out, if you need anything, let me know, or whatever. I don't remember the exact message.
Okay. How'd she send you a message? Through like Facebook?
Through Facebook, yeah.
Through Facebook, okay. And so you checked your Facebook, you saw the message. Did you actually talk to her on the phone?
Yes.
Okay. But she's out of state. Where's she at?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I have issues.
I have issues with mine too. You probably heard me cracking it already.
I honestly wasn't paying attention, but
Okay.
I was in a car accident when I was here, so
Okay.
I got issues with it. What was your question?
I was asking about Stephanie's last name, if you remember it.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. And then you said somebody else, or you had reached out to somebody that works at the daycare?
I reached out to the lady that runs the daycare, yes.
Okay. And did you end up talking to her?
I eventually got a hold of her, yes.
Okay. What was her name?
Her name is Ren.
Ren? And she works at the daycare?
Yes.
Okay. And she told you that something had happened to Jason?
Nope. I asked her if Jason had picked up our son, because I was hearing that there was something wrong with him, and then I should check to make sure this was okay if he wasn't with me.
Okay.
And she said, fine, he's still here.
Okay. Did you ever try calling Jason to see if he was
I
okay?
did not try to call him.
Okay.
We have not spoken and been on speaking terms for a while.
Okay. When's the last time you two had any communication?
Devan tells the detective how she and Jason communicate while co-parenting.
We haven't had a phone conversation in months, and the only communication that I get from him is messages here and there. They were a little bit more frequent because our son's birthday is coming up next week, and so we were trying to figure out about a party.
Okay.
But
Like a birthday party for him?
yes, a birthday party. But most of his messages that he sends me go unanswered by me,
Okay.
so I don't speak to him.
And how does he typically get a hold of you then? Like via phone, Facebook,
He'll just send me a text message.
okay, text message from his phone to your phone? Okay. Do you remember the last time you even talked to him? Like via text message or in person?
I honestly try not to speak to him as much as possible.
Okay. But do you remember the last time? I know it may be difficult.
Like I said, most of the messages that he sends go unanswered by me.
Okay.
I don't remember the last conversation, if it was whatever the last response I said to him would be on my messages.
Okay.
So, I mean, I can look, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Because you've been kind of dodging his calls.
Well, he doesn't call ever.
Okay.
I feel like he called like a couple of weeks ago about something, but I don't remember exactly. And I called. I don't think I answered because I was at work and I might have been on the other line, but then I called him right back and I don't think he answered. So I don't know, maybe, I don't remember, honestly. Like I said, I
But do you remember, was that today?
that he called me?
That you guys had any telephone?
Oh, no, we did not. We haven't had any conversation or any messages or anything back and forth since Sunday.
Since this past Sunday?
Yes, that's not true, actually. It would have been Monday. I think it was Monday, actually, that he sent me a message, the last message he sent me.
Okay.
Because our son was invited to a birthday party this weekend, and it was on my day that I had him, so he sent me the invitation and asked me to take him.
Okay. Did you send that via text or like an email?
Yes, it was on text.
On text, okay. So you guys didn't actually talk, you guys were just texting back and forth?
No, we don't actually speak to each other.
Okay. When you said you left the post office to come back, were you gonna head home originally, or what was your thought about where you were heading?
Yes, I drove home.
You drove home?
Speaking of which, I need to ask somebody. I have my dog in my car, so that's easy.
Your dog's in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to make sure we take care of the dog. What kind of dog do you have?
She's just a mutt, honestly. She's super sweet and very loud and vocal, but
Is the dog okay right now?
it's not hot out, so
Yeah.
she's
Okay.
not gonna roast. But I literally just thought of that. I forgot because every Wednesday night I have a movie night with one of my girlfriends. So
Okay.
I go and we alternate, but it was my week to come down and go to her place and hang out with her.
Okay.
And I bring my dog because I'm there pretty late. So
Okay. Where's your dog normally at, like on your route?
she's just at home.
Okay. At
She's
home.
at home.
Okay. What's your dog look like?
She's a tan
Is it like a big dog or
No,
a small
she's
dog?
like medium. She's like 40 pounds.
Oh, 40 pounds, okay. I've got a little Havanese dog myself, so
I don't know.
he's about 10 pounds and it's like a large cat, so a little white dog. So when you left work, sorry, I got a little off track with the dog.
That was my fault.
Yeah.
Thought about it and I was like, what did I do? Oh yeah, my dog.
So you got back into your Nissan. Was it was at the post office? And then you drove the Nissan from work to home?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. And then, does anybody else drive that vehicle, or is that just your car?
No, it's mine.
Okay, so Jason doesn't own that car either?
My car? No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to, but that's your, how long have you had that car?
I bought it brand new, so 2017, I guess.
Okay. So it's your car straight out, not his. You guys weren't married, were you?
No.
Okay. And that's not AJ's car. It's in your name? Okay. Are you the only one that has keys to the car?
Yeah. Please.
Okay. There's no spare keys for the car or anything like that?
I mean, I have a spare set somewhere in my house, but I don't even know where those are.
Okay. But you said you live by yourself?
Yeah.
Does anybody have keys to go in and out of your house by themselves?
No.
Okay. So you don't live with it. AJ doesn't come over and live with you at all? Okay. So, let me back up so I'm not confused. So you got up at your house this morning, you drove your car to work, you cased mail till about 10:30, went out on your route, stopped by your boyfriend's house for an hour and a half or so. After the argument, you ended up leaving, finished your route, and then went back to the post office, got back in your car, and then went home. Is that accurate?
Yes, I got in my car and I went home, and I was going to be heading down here anyway for my TV night with my girlfriend.
TV night with your girlfriend, okay. And then,
and as I was leaving work is when I got all of these messages and people telling me that something had happened and that I needed to, why hadn't I known? Why hadn't I been told anything? And I was like, I don't know, nobody's called me, nobody's told me anything.
Okay. And then, nobody picked you up at the post office, you actually drove from there home? Okay. What time did you get off work?
Almost 5.
Okay. You got off almost 5, and then you drove home. What time did you get home? So I'm not quite sure where you live, but...
It only takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get home.
Okay. So it's pretty quick to get to your house, from your house to work.
Yeah.
Probably depending on traffic.
Yes.
So you got home, what did you do after you got home? So you got home around, 5:10, 5:15?
I don't know, probably. I was on the phone. I was also had to keep pulling over and stopping because I was making a bunch of phone calls trying to find people's number, trying to figure out what was going on. And I got home and I picked up the dog. I was already on the phone with the detective by the time I got home.
Okay.
So.
How many times had you been back at home that day, between the time you left in the morning and the time you got back that night?
I don't go home during the day.
Okay, you didn't stop by during your lunch break or any other time?
No.
Okay. So you stopped off at the house, or do you remember who all you called on your way home?
I called my daycare lady a bunch of times. I called my girlfriend that works at the daycare. I called AJ when I found out something was going on. I called the police department. And right as I was getting into Longmont here, my girlfriend, who I was supposed to have the TV night with, I was about to text her and just be like, hey, I'm not gonna make it. Something's come up, like, I'll let you know, I'll fill you in when I am finished, because I was just about here. And so she ended up calling me. I don't even think I sent the message completely, but she ended up calling me. And,
Your friend?
yeah,
Okay.
that I was supposed to go with. Her name is
Okay.
Whitney.
Whitney, does she work at the post office as well?
No.
Okay.
None of the people that I am friends with work at the post
Okay.
office.
So Whitney, you called her. And you said you talked to AJ as well?
Yes.
And then what was your conversation like with AJ? Did you tell him that, at that point, did you know that Jason had been hurt?
The lady, the original lady that told me, Stephanie, that something was going on, yes, she ended up calling me again and just asking if I had done this. And I said that the police have him, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And she said that as far as she was aware, that yes, he was the one that was hurt, and that he didn't make it.
Okay. I'm sure that was pretty devastating news.
Yes. It's not going to be a secret that we don't get along, but I mean, I don't know if I can take care of a child by myself, and he's always been there to help, and he pays child support, like that helps me too, like we've had a lot of problems, but that he still helps me with our son.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a lot to hear.
What did AJ know, or did you tell AJ?
No, I told him.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I told him what happened.
Okay. And what did AJ say?
He was just as surprised as I was.
Okay. So after you left your house with the dog, where'd you go after that?
I was already on the phone with the detective, so I came straight here.
Okay.
I stopped and got gas, but I came straight here.
Okay. Besides, where'd you stop and get gas? Do you remember?
There's a gas station right in front of a Walmart on the way on 280. I don't know how familiar you are with streets, but it's right between Lowland and Fort Collins.
Okay. So you stopped and filled up, and you came straight here?
I just got $20, but yeah.
Okay. What's AJ's phone number? Do you have that in your phone?
Do I have to give it to you?
You don't have to. I was just asking. Like I said, I'm not going to force you to do anything. If you don't want to give me his phone number, that's fine too. Is AJ coming here? Or do you know where does AJ work? If we wanted to talk to him.
He works for the Bureau. Well, he works for...
Here we find out that AJ is a correctional officer at a prison. You would think he would know better than to get involved in something like this. Apparently not.
The maximum security prison in Denver.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is he a guard?
He's a CO.
A CO? Correctional officer?
Yes.
Okay. And what correctional facility does he work at?
Inglewood.
Inglewood. Is that Inglewood FCI, I think it's called?
I think so.
Okay. And how long has he worked there?
5 or 6 years. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. And what does he do as a correctional guard there?
I mean, I don't know specifically, just...
Well, some of them, you know, they wear plain clothes, others wear a uniform with like a belt and handcuffs.
Oh yeah, I mean, you have the uniform.
Okay. So he has a uniform. Does he dress like a policeman? Okay. Does he have a gun and handcuffs and all that kind of stuff?
I assume so.
Okay. And you said his name's AJ, and he works as a correctional officer. Okay. Do you know if he was you said he doesn't normally work on Wednesdays? Is that accurate?
Yes,
or was
he
today?
usually has Wednesdays off.
Okay. Was he working today?
That's
Okay, so he was definitely off. Okay. So, as far as your vehicle, so you said nobody drives it, it's just you that drives it. What happened to the hubcap? That apparently there was a missing hubcap I heard about. How did you get in a wreck?
I don't have a hubcap on one of my wheels, but it's been like that for a very long time.
Okay. Do you remember what happened to it?
I used to deliver newspapers in the morning,
Okay.
and I fell asleep while driving.
Okay.
So I ran into a rock. Or a sidewalk. I don't remember which one.
Do you remember about when that was?
No, I'd say the beginning of this year. I don't remember exactly.
Okay. So sometime this year you just never got it replaced.
Well, it like fucked up my. Sorry.
That's okay.
It messed up my front section of my car and like the tire and stuff, and I had to have it towed, and so I have like it got replaced. I just never
Put it on.
well, the rim wasn't the right one I needed for the hubcap, so.
Okay. So it's been busted up a little bit. Where'd you have it towed from? Or like, was that like an insurance claim?
It was in Boulder, yes.
It was in Boulder? Like where the police called?
No.
Okay. So it's not down in Boulder. And did you say you filed an insurance claim?
No.
Okay. You just had it towed to a shop and they fixed it? Okay. But you just never put on the hubcap to it? Okay. How tall are you?
5'5".
About 5'5"? Okay. And what were you wearing today?
This.
Okay. You're wearing that all day? Okay. So you don't have like a carrier uniform or anything since you're a rural carrier? Were you wearing those same shoes all day? Okay. How about those same pants?
Yep. I never changed.
Okay. Same. So if we pull up surveillance video or whatnot, we'll see you at the post office wearing that. Okay. Did you ever put on a hoodie today at all?
I have a. I don't even know if I brought it with me. I had a jacket, like a fleece jacket that's has the postal logo on it that I bought from like you guys, but I don't know. I bought it when I was in training, but since it was really cold this morning, I had that on today.
Okay, so you had that on. What color is that?
It's like a gray, white, or black and white, grayish tweed. I don't know.
Does it have a hood? No, it's just a jacket.
It's a zip up. I mean, it's got like a higher collar
That goes
that
through here.
like puffs up a little bit, but it's
Okay.
not a hood on it, no.
Did you actually wear a hoodie at all today?
No.
Do you own any hoodies?
I own a lot of hoodies, but I didn't wear that today, mainly because I had like the one that I wore yesterday at work. I wore the same thing yesterday at work, and
The same outfit. Okay.
I get very dirty at work, so I just wear the same thing.
Sure.
And it was very, very cold last night, and I was out till dark, so I was like, this is not warm enough, I'm gonna need a different jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put the one that I have today.
Okay. The hoodie that you have today on?
Not a hoodie, but yeah.
Okay. So run me through that again, I'm confused. But, so you had a hoodie on yesterday because it was cold? Okay. And then what happened? What color hoodie was that?
It's black.
Okay, so you had a black hoodie on yesterday. What time did you finish your shift yesterday?
7:15.
Okay,
So pretty late last night.
so pretty late. And then it was at the Loveland Post Office as well? What route was that yesterday?
Route 10.
Okay. Do you have a locker there, or do you don't, so you carry your lunch or whatever, your clothes back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
So you would have thrown your hoodie in your Nissan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other vehicles or just that Nissan? Just the Nissan? Okay. So you had the hoodie in the Nissan. Did you wear the hoodie today though? You said you wore it yesterday.
No, I had it on when I went home, and it's at home. Right
Okay. It's at your house right now and not in your car or anything? Okay. When did you take it into the house?
I wore it home last night because it was cold.
Okay. So you wore it into the house yesterday, took it off. Where is it now? Is it like in the washing machine or
Just hanging up.
just hanging up? Okay. Do you normally wear like a mask or anything when you're delivering mail, like a COVID style mask? Okay. You never wear any type of masks or anything over your face?
No, I have some with me. There are certain routes that I go on and I have to, like on my primary, I have to go into an assisted living facility. So they require that I put a mask on to go in. But it's in Loveland, so most people don't care
Okay.
if you have a mask on up there or not. It's not like down here.
Okay. What kind of mask do you normally wear when you go into those places?
I have cloth ones that have like certain designs on them.
Okay. Like your personal ones?
Yeah, like that I had to wear all of like quarantine and like that whole time frame.
For sure.
But I have some just like, I don't know, regular masks that they give you when you go into those places or store or whatever that is like, hey, we require you to have it.
Okay. Does the post office ever give you masks to wear? No. Okay. But you said you had some masks with you. Are they in your car? Or where are they?
I have some I have one, I think, in my car, and I have one in my backpack.
Okay. Where's your backpack in the car? Okay, is that a backpack you like take back and forth when you're like from your house to the post office? That you keep? I know a lot of carriers do that.
Mm-hmm.
What color are your masks that you wear?
I don't wear.
Or when you do wear them, or what color are they in general?
Just depends on which one I grab. Like I said, I have cloth ones, and I also have, I don't know, like the blue ones that they have at doctor's offices. There's the ones that they hand out, like they hand them out everywhere.
Okay. Like the blue, like surgical masks?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, okay. So let me just step back for a second. You said you had done some communication via Facebook. Do you have a Facebook? What's your Facebook like? Do you have like a username on there?
It's just my name.
Just your name? Okay. You just have the one Facebook account? Okay. Okay. So, do me a favor, just so I make sure that I'm not confused about the events of today. Run me quickly through what happened today.
I mean, I feel like I've already done that.
You have. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything, that we're tracking, that I'm not confused about anything, that what you told me is, like, sometimes when I'm talking to people, they remember things as they're recounting their day. They're like, oh yeah, I had a Coke. That reminds me I stopped at the 7-Eleven. That's why I asked you what you had to eat for lunch. Because sometimes that jogs memories about what happened. You remember what you told me you had for lunch?
Yeah, pizza rolls.
Okay. And what did you have to drink? Do you remember that?
With water.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So, just talking about AJ, you said he's been a correctional officer, and of course, being a law enforcement officer, he has a gun. Have you ever shot a gun before?
Yes, multiple times.
Okay. When's the last time you've ever shot a gun before?
Over a year ago.
Okay. And whose gun was that?
It was one of his.
One of AJ's? Okay. How many guns does AJ have?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it more than one? You said guns, so I'm assuming you meant.
Yes, he has a few, but I don't know how many. I don't know how many he has.
Okay. So, what kind of guns are they?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I don't know that much about them. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
When did you guys last go shoot? You said about a year ago?
For our friend-anniversary last year, yes.
For your what?
Friend-anniversary, like an anniversary for friends.
Okay.
But yeah.
Do you remember what date that was then?
I don't. It was at the beginning of November.
Okay. So sometime in November, where'd you guys go out shooting?
There's a place in Loveland.
Okay, like a gun?
Like a shooting range.
Like a shooting range. So you went there, and you said you had done it a few times before. Had you been with him a couple times before?
No, I had been with an ex before.
With an ex-boyfriend? Okay. Do you have your own weapons? You don't have any guns or anything of your own? Okay. So he took you to shoot his gun. Was it a rifle or was it a pistol?
It was a rifle.
It was a rifle. Okay. Do you remember what kind of rifle it was? Did it look like a machine gun or like a hunting rifle?
I really couldn't tell you the difference. I don't
Okay.
hunt, so I don't know.
Okay. So when you were at this shooting range, you shot a rifle?
Yes.
Okay. And then you shot his pistol too?
No, I don't. I'm only aware of the pistol that he has for his job.
Okay. So when you said he had multiple guns, you're not sure what all he has? Okay. Where does he keep his guns?
I don't know.
Okay. But you've been to his house before, like, all the time, but you're not sure where does he keep it locked up?
I don't know. I don't go looking for them.
Okay. Do you know what color it is? Okay. Did you ever shoot his handgun?
Like for work? No.
For anything? Have you ever physically shot his handgun?
No.
Okay. When's the last time you shot a handgun?
A really long time ago, like over 10 years ago.
Okay. So, do you know how to shoot a handgun?
I mean, I guess I would know the basics just like every other gun, but I don't know
Okay.
specifically what you're asking.
Well, I'm asking, you said you don't have a gun.
No.
Do you know how Jason passed away today?
Yes, they said he was shot.
Okay. Who said that?
The detective.
Okay. The detective told you he was shot?
The detective told me he was shot in the face.
The detective said shot in the face? Okay. How'd that make you feel?
I don't know. I don't have anything against guns, but obviously I don't own one, so I don't.
Now, how did it make you feel to find out that the father of your child was shot in the face with a gun?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I'm very upset about it. I know that, like I said, I know that we've had our or issues, but
Okay. And you said, I guess correct me if I'm wrong, have you shot AJ's pistol? Okay, so if we talk to AJ, he's going to say, yeah, she hasn't shot my pistol. Okay, and you said you don't know where he keeps it, don't know anything about it?
I don't know anything about it.
When's the last time you saw him with this pistol?
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Okay. Do you, is AJ kind of like a law enforcement? Is he interested in law enforcement, police officers, and that kind of stuff?
You have to ask him.
Okay. Does he watch, do you guys ever watch like police shows together, that type of thing?
We don't watch a lot of things together.
You don't watch a lot of things together? Okay. One of the things, like, I didn't know because lots of people watch like Forensic Files and, you know, other shows. Have you ever seen anything like that on TV? You have? Like, what's your favorite, like, police show like that?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds? Okay. I like the first 48, but, so on those kind of shows, you understand that, you know, forensics are involved in different things. So when a gun is fired, lots of different things happen, okay?
I'm not sure if Devan knew how gunpowder residue works, but the detective is about to explain it all to her.
And I think that they were talking to you about some gunshot residue stuff. So what happens when a gun is fired is, like, the person that fires it, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, like after you went to the range or anything, like your hands can get black. Do you ever have that on your hands? So I'm a law enforcement officer, so obviously I know. So my hands will get black and stuff from the lead and kind of microscopic things. So it gets all over your clothes, so we always come home and shower afterwards. So if somebody shot a gun, then their clothes are most likely going to have, because it's basically a mini explosion that's like happening right in front of your face. So what's typically going to happen is there's going to be like flashback of like debris, for lack of better words. Like, I can't see it, you can't physically see it, but as soon as I put it under the microscope, they'll be able to see that. So, among some other things. So, they're going to have to take, at some point, your clothes, to take a look at it to make sure we're tracking right. Would there be any reason when they put your clothes under a microscope, they're going to see any type of gunshot residue? Okay, you're 100% positive that they won't find any. Okay, and if they do, what would that mean?
Couldn't give you an answer to that.
Okay. So one of the other things that happens, especially in these types of things where it's like kind of closer range, like the other thing that happens is like there's microscopic like blood droplets that come back on people, and it kind of splatters your clothes too. So they're going to take a look for, is there going to be any reason that there's going to be any type of, because they're going to take a look at everything, like your shoes, your socks, you know, they have FBI labs here too that can find, I'm sure you've seen like FBI files and all that kind of stuff too. They have labs that pretty much can, what they do is, you see how these shoes have like this really intricate weave?
Mm-hmm.
So they can actually go in there with different tools and technologies and find like blood droplets that you can't even see with the regular microscope. It's like a forensic microscope. So what they're going to do is they're going to take a look at that. So I think probably what they're going to find is some of Jason's blood on your shoes. Would you agree with that?
On my shoes?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
agree with that.
Okay, how about on your clothes right here and on your pants?
No,
Are they going to find any blood droplets when they look at it with this like super sophisticated technology?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give you the benefit of the doubt.
So you're not just a postal inspector, is what I'm getting at.
No, I'm a postal inspector. That's exactly what I am. Let me show you my, but they do have labs, and I know that they check people's clothing to either clear them. If we can clear, the one thing we want to do is if somebody wasn't involved, and maybe you just happen to be standing nearby and something got on you, but we want to make sure we clear people that weren't involved. And one of the things we do is we use forensics. okay? We use forensics in a variety of ways. So no, I'm a postal inspector, so I wasn't lying to you about that by any means. But I do want to say that, we have access to labs from the state, from CDI, from the state. We have local labs here, and we also have federal labs. So we have our own lab back in DC too, okay? So one of the things they have to do to clear anybody is look at the forensics. And some of the things they're going to look at are the things we talked about, okay? They're going to look at your clothing. They're going to look at your shoes. They're going to see if there's these droplets. They're going to see if there's any gunshot residue. And when they do find those, we want to have an explanation for those. You see what I'm saying? Like,
What is it you're saying that they're going?
No, I asked you. No, I asked you if they were going to,
and I answered.
and you said no. So, and I appreciate that, because that's one of the tough questions I have to ask people, especially since this was is the father of your child. Okay. One of the other things that we look at when we're doing forensics and that type of thing is we take a look at cell phone information. Where were you? Cell phones right now they're like little GPS beacons. I don't know if you know that. Have you ever seen that on TV?
I mean, you use GPS on the phone all the time.
Yeah. So it's like the same thing. So you seem like a smart person, so you know how GPS records work too, right? So one of the things we're going to do as part of this is we're going to have to pull phone records, okay? So we're going to take a look at it and we're going to say, okay, this is where you told me you were, and this is where your phone was. Because you had your phone all day, like you told me, because you were talking on it. You didn't lend your phone to anybody, I'm assuming. No? Okay. You had your phone all day. Mm-hmm. So we can really just go to the cell phone company with a court order. We have to get a warrant and say, where was her cell phone, every second of that day? And on this type of thing, we go to those extra links. So are we going to see that your cell phone was over there where this happened to Jason?
I'm not entirely sure where it happened, but no, I had it with me in Loveland.
Okay, you had it with you in Loveland. Okay. It never left your side.
It was with me in Loveland.
Okay. Could you have been accidentally gotten over into that area where this happened? Do you know where it happened?
In Loveland.
Okay. Well, this happened in Longmont. Was your phone ever in Longmont today?
No.
Okay, so when we pull your phone records, is it going to show that your phone was in Longmont?
No.
Is it going to show that it was in that area?
No, I don't know what area, but it hasn't been in Longmont.
Okay, the area that is his normal route.
I don't know his normal route.
Okay. Let me I've got my phone, let me pull it up. Because then I had a question for you. Where'd you grow up?
Missouri.
Where?
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
Where in Missouri?
St. Louis.
I grew up outside of St. Louis. Where'd you grow up? Outside of St. Louis.
Specifically would be Warrenton.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. Have you heard of St. Genevieve?
Actually, I have not.
You haven't?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me look up something here real quick. Here. Bear with me for a second. I want to make sure you see the general area where it happened, okay? Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Are you familiar with the area of Heather Hills Circle and Renaissance Drive?
No, not exactly.
Okay. When you say not exactly, like, what do you mean? Like, have you ever been there, or do you know the general area?
Another general area. I worked in Longmont, so I know like the general area, but.
Okay. When's the last time you were over in that area?
I don't know.
If you had to guess, like, was it today?
No, it was not today.
Was not today.
No, I was at work today.
Okay. When was it? Yesterday?
No, it was not yesterday. I was at work yesterday.
Okay. Was it your last day off? Don't be upset with me. I'm just trying to understand. You said you know the area.
Well, I used to deliver in Longmont, but that was 6 years ago. So it was 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Like, areas grow, things change. I don't know that particular street. I do know it is on the southwest side of town.
Okay.
But I don't know the specific area.
Okay. Let's see if I can pull that up. Because obviously, I don't know the area. Do you know how far it is from your house?
I live in Fort Collins.
Okay.
So no.
Have you been to Longmont today?
No, I'm not been to Longmont today. Is there a way that I can be escorted to the bathroom?
Yeah, we'll get you to the bathroom. Can I show you this first, if you don't mind?
That's fine.
Okay. So here is, you mind if I sit here? I don't want to invade your space, so I'll sit right here for you. Oh, so I don't know how familiar you are with the general area, but here's, you know Airport Road?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know Renaissance Drive?
I thought it was just a circle, but...
Okay. So, so it happened in this general area,
Okay.
Renaissance Drive and Heather Hill Circle.
Okay.
Okay. Are you familiar with that area?
Vaguely.
Okay. And one of the things I really need to ask you about, and I know you're probably nervous, and this is a stressful thing, but one of the things that we went out and did today, or the police department did, and they had a lot of help, is they pulled surveillance video from a lot of different locations in the area.
Yes.
They actually captured what happened on one of the surveillance videos.
That's what the detective said.
Okay. They also captured the vehicle that was involved on the surveillance footage. And they captured the license plate.
Okay.
And it was your vehicle that was over there.
That's what the officer said.
Yeah. So I need to find out, honestly, what happened today.
That is also what the officer said.
Okay. But I need you to tell me, there's a big difference between something, and I'm sure you probably don't have a criminal history. I haven't even looked. But most of the people I deal with are people that have been arrested like 20, 25 times. They're out committing robberies of postal carriers. They're out doing lots of different things, okay? I don't think that's you. You know, these other people are people that, you know, all they do is live a life of crime. They're out planning crimes all day long, all night long, because they have a drug addiction. And that's primarily what drives them, okay? You do not look like the type of person that does drugs, am I correct?
No, I never have.
Never done drugs or anything like that. So you do not seem like the type of person to me. And again, I just met you, and I just got on this, but you don't seem like a cold-blooded killer that's out been planning something for years, and that this was your perfect opportunity. To me, based on what I've heard and from talking to you, this is something where something just snapped. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something out here. Just hold on. Where you were thinking about doing something like this for a long period of time. You weren't planning. I mean, it happened in the middle of the day. This isn't something that happened late at night. This is something that happened in the middle of the day. So you know what almost every house has these days? They have cameras. They have ring cameras.
Right.
So we had your car over there. You already told me you're the only person that drives that vehicle.
I also told you I was at work, and nobody seems to believe that either. So
No, we understand that you were at work for part of the time. I believe that.
I didn't say that either.
Say what?
I didn't say part of the time. I said I was at work all of the time.
Okay. Well, we understand that you work today. Okay. I don't want to get into the mix with you. But what I am trying to ask you is this: your vehicle was over there where this happened at the time that it happened. We have witnesses and we have surveillance footage.
Right, and
We always-
I said
so-
to the detective, I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, you don't have an answer. You have like zero answer. How do you think something like that could happen?
I don't know, and that is where I asked the detective to speak to a lawyer.
Do you think somebody stole your car?
Again, I'm going to ask to speak to a lawyer
Okay.
if we're going to continue with this questioning. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. So let me make sure I'm clear with you. If we don't talk about the car, you're fine to continue to help me with Jason. But you don't want to talk about the car.
I don't want to talk about something that you are saying is incriminating me
Okay.
when I did not do this.
I'm just saying that the vehicle was there.
And I just said I don't have a response for it.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I don't know how to tell you that
Well, I
the
guess
car was there while I was at work in Loveland.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you're fine with it, can I show you a picture of the car that was there? Would you be comfortable with me doing that?
You can show me whatever you'd like. Like I said, I am asking for a lawyer to speak to for any further questioning.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to me anymore to help us with this at all?
I have helped.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we're clear. You don't want to talk to me anymore about this? You're seeking an invocation of your right to an attorney, which is fine. I just want to make sure we're absolutely clear because before you weren't. I want to make sure, because it seemed like you were helping me and we were working on it, and I'm trying to figure out, like, did somebody take your car or anything like that? So I don't want
nothing to hide about my day because I was at work.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why I said I'm willing to give you the information that you are going to be having anyway when you contact whoever you contact at my job.
Okay.
It's all the information you're going to be getting.
Okay.
There is nothing being hidden. There's nothing else.
Okay. So if we don't talk about your car, do you want to continue this conversation, or are you done with the conversation?
There really
You don't
isn't
wanna help
else to say. I've said my day. I've said what I needed to say. I don't see what other questions you would have.
Well, I'd like to know, who do you think would have done this to Jason?
I don't know who would have done this to Jason.
And now Devan is about to spill all the tea on Jason and her 19-year-old little sister, which definitely could have been part of her motive for murder.
I don't know his life anymore. I am no longer a part of it. He made that perfectly clear when he decided to, for a lack of better words, sleep with my sister.
Okay. So I didn't know that. Can I talk to you about that, or do you want an attorney?
There's nothing to hide with that either, so I will answer some questions about that.
Okay. You're okay answering questions about your sister?
Yes.
Are they dating?
They are
Or they're
living
sleeping together?
They're definitely sleeping together in front of my son, which is how I found out. I'm a 5-year-old.
Okay. How old's your sister? Is she of age?
19. She
Really?
just turned 19.
Okay. How old are you?
26.
So this is your younger sister?
Yes, this is my baby sister.
How many sisters do you have?
Well, there's 4 of us total.
4 of you total? Okay. So Jason was actually, how do you know he was? Because your son said it? Or?
My son did say it, yes. And then when he just moved into a new apartment last month, I think, and he told me that she was going to be moving in with him. She had already been living there, but...
Okay. At the apartment complex, but not with him?
No, with him.
Okay.
She had been living with me at the beginning of this year until the end of June.
Okay.
And then I found out that she not only slept with my ex-boyfriend, but also with my son's dad.
Okay.
And I kicked her out, and I told her she was no longer allowed to live in my house if she was going to be that kind of person.
Okay. So not only did she sleep with Jason, but she slept with another ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay. Who was the other ex-boyfriend? Somebody you're still dating?
No.
Okay.
We have talked since that incident, but we have not dated.
Okay.
We will not date.
Okay. Was that a long time ago?
That we dated?
Yeah.
It was during like quarantine and stuff like that.
Sorry about that. Okay. That you dated this other guy?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need to use the restroom? And then,
I mean, I do. I am also very concerned about my son. It is getting late, and I don't know where he is.
why don't you use the restroom? I'll find out
Okay.
where he's at, ease your mind, and then we can reconvene.
I would very much like to see him. I understand the detective was very strict on the fact that he was not going to be released to me, and like I understand that, and I'm not asking for that. I just want to see him.
Okay. Would that help you if I was able to? I can't promise anything because the police, I'm a postal inspector, so it's different. But would you like me to ask them and see if I can?
The detective said he was going to ask, and then he came back in here and didn't ask. So yes, I would very much like to.
Yeah, he's been busy and stuff too. So why don't we leave everything here? We'll just run in here. I grab my phone.
All right.
So she used she wanted to use the restroom.
Restroom, yeah. Why don't we, you want to
do the GCF first?
before she washes her hands.
Yeah, she
Oh, let me just do that real quick. Get you out of here.
One of the things we talked about, just so you remember, was like when a gun's fired. Remember I talked about kind of that blowback and stuff. Sometimes it'll get on your hands and in between the creases of your fingers and your wrinkles. And not that you have any wrinkles, because you're still in your 20s. But he's gonna put some sticky things on your hand to swab them for it as part of this whole thing. So that's what that's about.
Let's see, right hand. Just go like this. It's just basically like an adhesive tape. It won't leave any residue.
What's tape?
Kind of. It's not tape, but it's
Almost like a lint roller type, if you can envision something like a tacky lint roller.
well. Good job. Again. This way. Yep. This one here is the face, so I'm going to do those areas on your face, okay? If you just can pull back your hair a little bit. Do this. This my calling is a makeup tech. There. Good.
Right. You need to use the restroom? Okay. So I'm gonna walk you to the restroom and then also we'll grab, we're gonna do a change of clothes.
But man, this is. I'll squeeze through here. Hold on just a second. Okay. I think they're gonna. They can get you that. Or just figure out change your clothes. Okay.
Is that my son?
No. That was one of the other guys that work here. So.
Alright. So, here's the situation. I need you to go ahead and turn around for me. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Do not move, okay?
Am I under arrest then?
We'll discuss that here in just a second. Does it feel okay? Nothing's pinching or anything like that?
No.
We'll lock them so that they don't get any tighter. Got it. All right, so you are under arrest, okay? So we're gonna take you downstairs. We are gonna get your clothing and we'll let you go back and down there, okay?
Am I gonna be told
Go and step back.
what it is
Just a little bit.
for then?
Right this way. It's gonna be
Andrew Ritchie now facing charges of complicity to commit murder. Court documents show Ritchie suspected his girlfriend was going to carry out the deadly attack on Jason Schaefer.
A Boulder County jury found A.J. Ritchie guilty of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison.
Good afternoon. The woman accused of killing her ex-boyfriend will spend the rest of her life in prison.
Jury found Devan Schreiner guilty of first-degree murder.
Minutes later, Judge Patrick Butler sentenced her without the possibility of parole.
Thanks for watching our video, and if true crime is something you're interested in, we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you guys got a case or interrogation that you would like for us to do a video on, just leave us a comment and let us know.
These trucks drove the route that Jason Schaefer had worked.
My son, I always called him Kiddo.